I'm hungry.
Looking for a nifty tin of eelish fun to satisfy your eelish desires? Try Roland brand smoked boneless eel fillets. This easy-to-open tin contains 3 to 4 thin slices of ivory white eel, drenched in delicious soybean oil, and a tantalizing pinch of salt to amplify the tastes of these creatures caught on Thailandese shores.
Hey everyone, your good buddy Djclyve here, so how are things up there in the world of the living? That bad, huh? You know, because I don't monetize these videos, I can talk about a certain subject most others aren't able to touch. Everybody look at me and grovel! I am officially a super being amongst all other YouTubers! You weak, pathetic fools have to shy away and get all sheepish when even referring to the virus! But me? I can talk about anything I want! So, you want to talk about the virus? Let's talk about the virus! I have nothing to say about the virus. You're probably tired of hearing about it anyway. The virus sucks, so does 2020. What more can be said? By the way, some of you may think that I've forgotten, but I forget nothing on this show. I go over everything with a fine-tooth comb. We were supposed to say goodbye to Steen Aston last week. But the fact of the matter is, last week's show was way too cluttered. In fact, the next couple of shows on the docket are going to be very, very busy. But don't worry, Steen Aston fans, he will be here at the end of this episode for one last read for old time's sake. In fact, I hear there might be a certain something special in store for him. So don't turn off this episode right away once I've eaten this lovely item right here. Stay tuned to the end and join in saying goodbye to this one-of-a-kind performer. Thank you, Steen Aston, for all you've done for the show. This object the Divinity Crate has brought to my humble homestead came from a most gnarly place. Perhaps you'd like to go on the journey with me? Imagine, if you will, a store in a sticky, humid town. No thermostat, no air conditioning, where cans of this are stacked up high alongside cans of every unorthodox fish imaginable. The walls are all wood paneled, the stain on which never ever really dried, sweating twisted wet ribbons of pulp. The floor, thin, wooden, hollow, creaks loudly, crisply snapping and splintering with every step, emitting a waft of stale wood and air from below. You grab a can off the pile, it's stuck! The can's beneath it. Not by rust, well, not at least by rust in the form you're used to seeing. This rust is damp, slimy, like a glue, stains the hands to the touch. Amazing how a place so dry can be so wet in every way. This place is more a tourist trap than a grocery, as the food there is merely for show and not intended for purchase. And you, the tourist, are trapped in its wet, mahogany, humid brand of hell. This fish item is so disgusting, I doubt even Fei Long would want anything to do with it.
Seafood was more important to me than my own father. Nobody meant more to me than seafood.
Fei Long, this has got your name all over it. Normal watchers of the show may realize that in the opening, most times with products like this, I peel these cans open for your enjoyment. But sometimes, the product is so disgusting and gnarly and gross that I have to do it and embellish it on the air, so get ready for an extreme close-up. I feel different. almost in a way cleaner. That's it? I think the smell of this was so bad it actually burned off the stubble on my face. Smooth as a baby's bottom. I really don't know what I was expecting when I opened this thing up, but one thing I wasn't expecting was for these things to be so damn big. Look at the size of... Well, I guess it's good that I didn't have to cut it because it kind of did the work for me just there. I suppose before I typically pop these things in my mouth, I'm supposed to describe what it smells like, and it smells like a mixture of fish and smoke, if that makes any sense. Alright, bottoms up, I guess.
Stop!
I'm sorry, I have to.
Don't!
I'm sorry, Mr. Eel, I realize how painful this must be for you, but just think of it, it's probably going to be gross, and I'm going to be teaching all the people out there not to do what I'm doing, and I'm going to save so many of your kind in the process.
No!
I'm sorry, Eel, I gotta do it, just look away, please! Oh. Okay, you live, you learn. Rule number 1 of eating Roland brand smoked boneless eel fillets, be sure you have something ready to chase it down with. I've got to say this, first impressions are really important in my book, and this one, it doesn't look so bad. I mean, it doesn't look half as bad as some of the other stuff that I've eaten on this show. But is that a compliment, really? I mean, I'm just comparing one kind of sludge to another kind of sludge. I would like something to look pleasant for a change. I suppose the taste goes along with the look just as much. Because not the most egregious thing that you're gonna eat. It's not like those anchovies I had like way back. In fact, that strong smoky scent that you got from it, it's barely there. In fact, when you pop it into your mouth, it's mostly flavorless, which is really surprising. And as for the taste, I mean, I suppose the taste goes with the look hand in hand, because it doesn't taste like the worst fish that I've had in this show. In fact, with that really strong smoky scent that I was getting from this, it barely has a taste at all. It's mostly flavorless, which is weird. Very dry, too. It really is just like that strange abomination of a store where this was purchased. It's soaked, it's like completely drenched in oil, and at the same time, it's almost like a weird humid taste that sucks away all the moisture, like all the saliva in your mouth goes, like, it's almost absorbing it like a sponge. Almost like a weird mutant reaction happening in your mouth as you swallow it. What the hell is it doing to my insides, I'm wondering? Is it sucking up my gastric juices? Is it sucking up my blood? As nasty as this is, it really is a lot better than I thought it would be, so I gotta keep that in mind when I'm giving this thing a star rating. Because it's gonna be hard for me to get that out of my mind. Wow, this was a delayed reaction. Maybe it is as bad as I think. Eels. Viewing audience, have pity on this poor soul. I can't eat anymore. I just can't. I think I have enough knowledge floating around in my circle of Willis that I can formulate an opinion on this one accurately. Please don't make me eat any more of this. Please don't make me eat any more of this. I realize my reactions are funny, so what more can I do? Why all of a sudden? It wasn't having this reaction on me before. You saw I was eating it fine, and all of a sudden, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's something more mental. I don't know, but it just hit me like a freaking dart to my nervous system and to my stomach, and I feel so sensitive now. What has this thing transformed me into? What more can I say about this? It's got a very, very light smoky taste. It's got a very, very heavy nothing taste, if that makes any sense. And on top of that, it's just got a weird, flaky, dry, fishy texture that just falls apart in your mouth. I mean, it's not so much the taste that's gonna get you, it's that weird feeling of like a fish like disintegrating in your mouth that's gonna make you dry heave like me. So if I were to give this a star rating, my god, this one's gonna be difficult because I'm really tiptoeing around that 2-star range because it really doesn't taste horrible. Like I said, it might be my problem, it's just the texture that's setting me off. But at the same time, I gotta be fair, I gotta go back and I gotta watch all those old episodes, and any time that something like this had that kind of reaction on me where I'm dry heaving right here at the table in front of you, I give those things a 0-star rating, across the board. So what do I do with this? Maybe I should take the average in between the two? I mean, maybe, does that make sense? 1 star, is that good? Yeah, I'd say that would be about fair. To those of you out there who like fish in a can, if that floats your boat, I don't see how, but if you like that kind of thing as a snack, you'll probably like this because it's light of flavor, it's got that little tinge of a smokiness, and I would imagine it would taste good as like an accompaniment to like maybe like on a Lazy Susan with some olives and like some, I don't know, whatever kind of like veggies like to snack on, little like carrots and stuff like that. Maybe put some crackers on there, maybe put these on top of a cracker and eat it that way. That doesn't sound good to me, but I gotta put my brain into other people and try to think of what would float their boat. This would probably be good for you. And I know it's a sucky thing to do. I mean, you like to get ahead on your own merits in life, but compared to everything else, like so many other things I've eaten on the show, like those anchovies, or like those pickled pig's feet I think back to, I mean, those were some of the more memorable, disgusting things. This actually ranks way higher than those. I mean, I like to say something is good, not try to compare it to something that's worse, but when you're dealing with such bottom-of-the-barrel stuff as this, you gotta find your compliments where you can. And lastly, I gotta mention this. Because it's eels, a lot of people are gonna probably want to try this because it's on their bucket list or something like that. They're out to try the alphabetical list of all the meats on the planet, and eventually they're gonna get to the letter E, and they're gonna want to eat eels for themselves. Message from me to you, you can skip the letter E because it's really not all that spectacular. It tastes exactly like every other canned fish that I've had on the show. And you wouldn't think that, because an eel is what it is. It doesn't look like any other fish in the ocean, but it still tastes like a mussel. It still tastes like a clam. It still tastes like an oyster. It tastes like everything else that I've had on the show. It's just so weird how everything tastes so freaking similar. Or how about this? If you're really craving that eelish fix in your life, why not go to a sushi restaurant and eat it that way? Eels and sushi taste pretty good. They taste okay. To those of you out there who love that eel sushi taste, would you go to a complete stranger who's never eaten it and say, hey, this will change your life? I doubt it. I seriously doubt it. My point is this. Can't there just be one critter floating around in the ocean that we can just leave alone? Like maybe the fisherman catches it and says, oh no, it's an eel, and throws it back? Like every time? Why can't we do that with one fish? We wouldn't be missing much.
Thanks.
So this is your good buddy Djclyve saying until next time, I'll see you in Limbo. Rolling smoked boneless eel fillets in soybean oil. You guys have a date with a garbage can. Steen Aston is next.
Well, guys, I don't know what to say. The movie's been canceled, I got a rather generous buyout from the DJ himself, and I've got my bags all packed and ready to go. I got my pocket knife, a spare set of house keys, flip-flops, my Alpha Brain, Shroom Tech Sport, my kettlebells, Tommy the Tomato Plant, my Pearl River Neon Beer Clock, and spin around that son-of-a bitch like a rotisserie chicken. I'm going off into the wild blue yonder to a new place of employment. Just like to thank you for listening to all my bullshit every week and trying out those wonderful products I've been hawking. Sucks it had to go this way, but I'll tell you what, that Djclyve is a stand-up cat. He could have fired me over the phone or via FedEx like so many of my other employers. He stood right in front of me and laid it out like a man. I respect that. So, as for my parting words of wisdom in the immortal words of Jimmy Buffett, I'd just like to say...
No, hold up, Steen. You can't leave just yet.
Canard, what in the hell are you doing here?
I thought I would surprise you and bring in members of your YouTube family to say goodbye and thank you for all that you've done for the show. I call it Steincast.
Steincast? Well, I'll be goddamn. Now don't I feel all special?
Hey, Steen! Congratulations on getting fired!
Artie Reynolds with a T, you son of a bitch!
We're all here for you, Steen. Dax Bladeson is here too.
Hello, Steen. Glad to be here on your special day.
Well, he's on speakerphone anyways.
Hey, guy, just thought I'd say bon voyage!
Bahama Colton, you rat bastard, I love you!
I'm here too. Now that you're looking for new employment, I just want to remind you that there are no job openings at the Roniyasha channel. And even though I don't approve of your offensive language, I wish you all the luck in your future endeavors.
Thanks, Roniyasha. That was real sweet of you, I guess.
I'm here too, and I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
I'm all healed up and ready for a rematch, you fucker. Even my arch nemesis, Bad News Bashamach and the motherfucking flyer here? Just because I don't like you doesn't mean I don't respect you.
And I wouldn't miss this day for the world.
Well, that means a lot, guys. Thanks. Maybe someday you and I will go another few rounds.
Looking forward to it.
Hello, Steen. Sorry I couldn't be there in person.
Oh, hey, Kev, I was hoping you'd be here. Did you know that 5,398 items were found in King Tutankhamun's tomb, including archery bows, fresh linen underwear, and a dagger with an iron blade made from a meteorite?
Why do you always tell me this stuff?
Because, Kev, it's entertainment. It's just like President Donald Trump said. I don't want to be first. I want to be right.
Oh no, not you! I am not dealing with this vomitous human being again! That guy's a purple nipple on the human race!
Get the f*** out of here, you mateless snowflake! I have a girl. What do you have?
And what about my birthday? My birthday!
I don't know what to say. I tell you what, I think for the first time in a long time, I am actually speechless. I love you guys, and that's the bottom line.
Now, don't roll tide yet. These festivities are far from over. Me and the boys all chipped in and we got you this big old gift.
I can't wait to see your face when you open it. It's just what you wanted.
Damn, guys, you went all out. I feel like Snow White at the ball. But alright, I'll open this son of a bitch up. What the hell is this?
Now, what you got there, Steen, is a year's supply of ageless male max.
No, you didn't.
Ageless male max, what the f*** is that?
Well, you know, Steen, we all get to that certain age where we lose a little steam in the bedroom. Those testosterone levels might not be right up there where they used to be.
This is shit to make your dick hard.
Well, to put it crudely, yes, Steen. Ageless Male Max has been the #1 sponsor over on my show for years, and they were pleased to supply us with a year's worth of their fine product at a discount price. Now I figured, since you're on the wrong end of 50...
I am not, you sorry son of a bitch! I am just as virile a bastard now as I was back in the day! Who are you fat piece of trash, to tell me I'm out of my prime? I'm of the right mind to come over there and kick your sorry little ass!
What are you thinking, Kennard? A testosterone booster? Of course you would hate it. What an insult. And Steen, I, Global Doc CEO Balthazar Quayle, had nothing to do with this erroneous gift.
I thought Kennard said you all chipped in.
Chipped in? He paid for everything. He even paid for us to be here.
You were all paid to be here?
Oh, way to go, Balthazar! Way to spill the beans!
Yeah, really. That was incredibly dumb.
In retrospect, that was a bad decision on my part.
Steen, if it helps, he brought us phone-in guys at a discount rate. Steen, you okay, buddy?
Oh, I'm okay, Kev. I'm better than okay, Balthazar. In fact, Kennard, I've never been better my whole life. Cause now I see clearly who my true friends are. And you know what? You guys have been so giving to me, I want to give a little something right back at yous.
Oh, see, you do not need to go to those lengths. Yes, this Kennard fellow may have paid us all a hefty sum, but that does not mean we're not glad to be—
what did you do?
That's right, Stone Cold Stunners for the whole lot of you.
No, stop!
Take that, Mr. CEO. Put that in your wallet. And as for you—
Oh, bloody murder!
No, stay away!
No, please. I bruise easily.
We can talk this over, can't we? Come on, we're buddies!
This is not happening! Follow me, Fudge Mustard!
You ain't getting me, you mother— Yes! And I've got an extra special one for you, you snake oil dealer!
Steen, what's going on, man? How are you? It's a really great deal, I have you know. A whole year's worth of ageless Mail Max, a proud sponsor of...
Yeah! Put some extra stank on that one!
Well, thank Cody Rhodes that we're not there.
Yeah, I'll say it sounded like a goddamn massacre over there.
What?
I said that...
What?
What is he doing?
What?
How is he doing that? I have no idea. What the hell is he? He's not human.
Oh!
Steen, this is bullying. I humbly ask that you stop this right
Now let go of my head. Oh!
That takes care of all that. Those jabronis forgot who they were messing with. This is Stone Cold Steen Aston 316, born and raised on Gimmick Street, the Texas Rebel.
What the hell is all of this noise? And why is this still going on? The show's been over for like 6.5 minutes now. Just say goodbye, clean out your desk, and get on with it. Jeez.
Mr. DJ?
Yeah?
And that's the bottom line, cause Steen Aston said so. Oh, hell yeah!